Court, the movie podcast where Sean
and Michael
watch shit, talk shit, and most importantly, eat shit. We are the law.
And guess what we saw?
We watched Iron Claw. And
Yeah,
guess what we
heard of
saw?
it?
Iron Claw.
Iron Claw.
Starring Zac Efron.
Mm-hmm.
That guy from Mindhunter.
Yeah, that guy.
That guy who I'm supposed to know because he's on a TV show, but
yes.
I'm not that kind of person.
Jeremy Allen White. No, that's not it. Jeffrey
Tidy Whitey's is his new name.
Yeah.
Because he got his dick out. Well, he didn't get it all the way out, but he got it like most of the way out.
Yeah.
And
we love to see
Whitey's, and he was like, "My fucking abs!
Look at my abs! Look at my hair!"
It's sad.
It's a very sad movie.
For me, it's no, not the movie. Just the fact that like people who are on TV have to be in shape now.
Yeah.
Like, what has happened to us?
TV used to be the free zone. You could be whatever you want to be.
It was so beautiful. It was basically all fat pieces of shit.
Yeah, I miss...
Like, every TV show is like, hot wife, disgusting monster. Hot wife and this week on Hot Wife and Disgusting Monster.
We've got...
I ate the couch. Oh no, my titties.
And special guest celebrity person of the week. Who will it be? It's a mystery. That'd be cool.
And it stays a mystery.
Yeah, they never tell you.
It's like the Masked Singer, and they just come on. They're like, "Hello, I'm the celebrity."
Oh, hey, celebrity.
Hey, how's it going? I'm the celebrity.
My head looks like an egg. Okay.
Want me to do a dance?
Yeah, go ahead. Anyway, I gotta get back to work. And then they go back to work, and that's that.
Oh no, I ate the entire construction site. Oh no. Oh,
this sounds like a great TV show. I would watch it every week.
Every Friday night, as part of the family block, it's Titty and the Monster. We watched Iron Claw.
Yeah, sorry, I could go on with that for hours. I'm glad we stopped it because that could have been brutal.
We could have had fun.
We could have actually had fun. But what we've learned recently is that people, they don't really like when others are having fun. They get upset. So we've decided to have no more fun on the pod. No more fun.
A serious discussion of Iron Claw.
Yes.
Spoiler alert, a movie about wrestlers wrestling themselves, spoiler alert for real, to death.
Oof. And it's sad.
Did it make you sad?
It made me sad. Probably, how many brothers were there?
Well, in real life, I think there were 5, but they skipped one just because I think that one also died.
Dang.
So they're like, this is too many fucking deaths. So
That's too much.
I think it was 4 brothers.
Wow.
No. Well, 4 wrestling brothers. No. 4 brothers in the movie.
Yeah.
1 pre-dead brother. So I guess it's 6 total dead brothers in real life. 5. No, wait. Though there's 1 living.
Yeah, there's 1.
So in the movie there are 4 dead brothers.
Yes.
Because they all meet.
They all meet, and there are 4 of them.
In heaven?
I was sad 4 times.
Or alternately, are they in Kevin's idea?
Yeah, it's likely, but that's the thing. We never know.
Yeah, we don't know.
Who knows?
Wait,
maybe
Kevin is Zac Efron's character?
Kevin, Carrie, David.
Yeah,
who was the
no
other
way to
one?
remember. The older brother, or not the older brother, taller brother.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to him.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I cried at every one of the deaths.
Really?
Though there was a funny moment in the theater that could not have been timed worse.
Okay. Did someone fart when Kevin died or something?
Pretty close. So the first brother is, wrestling in Japan or whatever, and he gets like injured or something must have happened.
Some kind of internal bleeding. I don't know.
Yeah, and he dies.
Very, very Japanese wrestling happens to him.
Yeah, spoiler alert. I already said it, but if you missed it, he dies off screen. And the dad reveals this to Kevin, Zac Efron's character. And when he says it, my friend Lil shuffled in her seat, and it just happened to like press on and it went like right when it happened. And I tried to hold it in, but I was like, and he was like, yeah, he died, and there was nothing we could do. And I was just trying not to. I was like, this is the worst timing of this. So that was a fun little moment.
The problem with men or the problem with fathers, is that they're full of hate and they're full of rage, and then what they do is instead of like dealing with that, they use it to ruin their children's lives. Yes.
In some faux sense of accomplishing what they wanted and failed to achieve.
Yeah.
Which is...
And also, okay, so, did you like this movie?
I loved it.
You love to say if you like this movie.
I thought it was beautiful.
I think it's really good.
I think...
And it's like a very depressing crowd pleaser. Like,
yeah.
It's a lot of fun. Like, there are lots of really fun parts where people are doing fun wrestling or they're, like, doing cool weightlifting montages or driving motorcycles real fast.
Yes.
But also, they lose their feet and they puke blood till they die.
Yeah.
That kind of shit.
Not great. And all out of... it's weird, the relationships that were created between the dad and the sons, like, all of it really could have maybe been dealt with just speaking about how they feel at any point, but then they're scared of the dad. It's just a lot. If I related to a lot of it, I never was a wrestler, but I had a dad, so
you could still be a wrestler.
I could be a wrestler.
You could be like one of the guys in the. It's good to have like a nice weird freak. And either one of us could be like a good like side of the thing, like, yeah, get him, get him, dude, hit him. I'm here to talk. And then there's the big monster, and he's like, oh. I'm like, the monster is here, Titty and the monster back again to kick your ass. My name's Joe Boy, and I'm here to talk for the monster and the titty.
Wow.
Titties can't talk, monsters can't talk, so I have to talk. And sometimes I'll throw like a chair to the monster, and he'll do evil stuff.
I do that too, but on the other side with the different contestants.
Yeah. You have, maybe you got a really short guy.
Yes. But his fists are swollen.
Yeah,
and
he's got
big old fists.
Foo Fighters fists.
They call him the Pounder. That's the Pounder.
Tonight on Champion Wrestling Champions, it's Monster versus the Pounder.
The Pounder.
In the Quadagon, 4 sides. Like a regular wrestling ring, but this time we changed the name. On this week's episode of Championship Wrestling Champions.
Hey, Monster, you ready to get tenderized? I'm the Pounder. Let's go.
We're backstage. Hi, I'm Sean Parrott back here backstage with the Monster. Do you have any words to say? Good. Thanks, Monster. And that's basically what the movie is.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I think you covered every bit of the plot with that.
Essentially, the plot is there's a bunch of brothers, and some of them wrestle and some of them don't. And then slowly they get pushed into wrestling. And then something horrible happens to them. And then they die.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That happens.
And then at the end, one of the brothers is like, fuck, maybe I don't want to die. And that's it.
Yeah.
He just decides to not die.
And
he's like, I could probably die if I keep on doing reckless shit, but I'm not going to do it. So have a nice life.
Yeah.
Dad, you fucking asshole.
And it seemed like, it was like he very easily could have chosen to, big spoiler alert, kill his dad at that point. But for him to stop, and then the scene with him and his sons is so beautiful, where he's just like sitting there crying, finally letting it out.
Yeah.
And seeing them as brothers play, and then remembering his
good.
It's such a beautiful scene. I was like, wow, this is, and the boys, of course, it's so sweet. They're like, everybody cry. Like, it's funny. You know that as a kid, but then you grow up and you like put up 1,000 layers and you're like, what the fuck? Just cry.
I am monster. I never cry.
I never cry.
I thought you were the pounder. What happened to your pounder voice?
I put it away because I learned that I don't have to talk like that to impress people anymore, because I'm already okay with myself.
That's beautiful.
The pounder.
Monster no want fight no more. Let's play a game of have you ever played Racco or Uno?
No.
Well, I can teach you. I know how to do it. Let's hug first. My friend Titty will come over, and
I love Titty.
She will play Uno with us. She is evil at Uno. She does reverse and draw 4 over and over again. She is a killer Uno player.
Wow, sounds great. I'm excited.
And scene.
The beauty of improvising is you can tell, when the scene is over. It's recognizing that and letting it in.
Yeah, because they turn out the lights. If you've ever seen an improv show, they just turn out the lights. Pretty interesting.
I love it.
Michael?
Yeah.
We're going to talk about the movie right now.
Yes.
I was going to ask you a question, but I realized we should probably talk about the movie.
I know. We are professional derailers, and I appreciate it, because it's like some people may just want to hear about the movie. No. And I would have to say this may not be the podcast for you, because we will go on tangents.
I'd have to disagree.
I need you to go away. All right.
You know what? You just want to hear about the movie? You got the wrong podcast.
You got the fucking podcast. Because it's like, why? I don't even understand why you would, because we are human beings, man.
I am human and I need to be
loved and talk about movies. It's pretty
just
good.
Like anybody else. Okay, so we like movies.
I was doing the Iron Claw.
And our favorite thing about movies is our favorite part of the movie. It's our beef lamb gyro.
Yes.
I'm going to start.
Please.
If you don't mind.
I would love for you to start.
There's a scene. We've already referenced it. It reminded me greatly of the Killers of the Flower Moon scene when the mother dies. Oof. It's a very similar scene of...
yeah.
I mean, it's kind of hard to tell if it is... We are meant to believe that actually... Carrie? Actually, Carrie went to heaven.
Yeah.
Or if Kevin is just picturing him in heaven. But either way... It's very beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Carrie shows up, and it's like a nice kind of boat dock. And there's kind of nice summer sun over the horizon.
Yeah.
There's like little bits of kind of yellow hay or grass or some shit.
Ugh.
And the other brothers are there. And then the tall brothers part like a curtain. And there's the tiny little brother, the brother who had died before, I think probably before David was even born, maybe. Like the oldest brother who died very young.
Mm-hmm.
And they all like they're very tender with each other. They're like touching each other and like they're very sweet and nice. And Carrie gets down on the boy's level and he's like, oh, and the boy like jumps in his arms and they hug each other. It's just really beautiful.
It is so sweet. I was like,
it's just so good. And it just wrung me out. It just really fucked me up so bad.
Yeah, I was like, oh, God.
It was just brutal.
Then the hard cut back to him just dead on the table. I was like, oh.
Yeah. But, he's in heaven. Who cares?
Yeah.
On the table.
Yeah, that's one of those things where
body
like,
don't mean shit.
Yeah, either way, it's beautiful, even if he's just thinking like that's what happened. It's like, well, that still works, and who knows? It got me immediately when I saw Carrie walking around on his feet again. I was like, it was so brutal. I was like, geez,
it's really good
because you just can't believe that it just keeps happening. Like they just keep dying. You're like, man.
Truly a cursed family. I mean, I know that they bring it up and it's kind of well known, but they really were cursed.
Yeah.
I mean, hated by God or whatever.
Something happened.
Someone hated them.
The dad was just such a a-hole that.
Oh my God.
And it was sad. It's so sad because like the need to keep pushing against the curse or whatever is what kept creating the situations for the bad shit. I was like, oh my God. They keep forcing the son who wanted to do music into wrestling. Because like had no place doing that. Like it just brutal. Brutal.
It's the horrible brain it's just awful.
That was rough. I was like, oh no.
It's really, and it's also, it's like a great deep melodrama, like very, very incredibly dramatic, but it doesn't get into that like weird, like oversold where you're just like, I don't really care anymore because this is so bleak.
Yeah.
It is still like, I don't know, I guess it has the right touch where like you're real sad and you think it's very sad, but it's like done with enough flair or something that it is like the note is really nice and it's kind of bittersweet. And also some like at least David's death is you're like, okay, I get it. I don't I don't feel that bad if you're like, well, I don't want to live like this anymore. I'm very sad. It's like, well, I get that.
Yeah.
You can't think anymore.
That's
and you can
so
barely
sad.
walk. I can only imagine how awful that is. Yeah.
Man.
That sounds terrible. And to have some concept like, oh, everything's fucked. I can't do anything I used to do.
Yeah, them showing him play guitar, I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
This is rough. And then it was so the cut to the note being that short was like so it just hit me. I was like, dang.
It really hurts.
Brutal.
Hurts over and over.
And the mom, she did so good.
Really good.
With the scene where she's like looking at her dress and she's just like, I can't wear this dress. Yeah. I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, you got to get another dress. If you've got like that cursed of a family, just get 2 black dresses.
Yeah.
Go
alternate. Every year.
Just alternate them. Yeah, every year or so when a new son dies, just wear a different dress. Dummy.
Yeah. Oh, it's so brutal. We laugh just to lighten up the mood because holy shit, that was like it was very on par with Killers of the Flower Moon, just like grief.
Oh, yeah.
Waves of grief. Just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, and
awful.
Yeah.
But what's the best part, Michael?
Oh, okay. My favorite part, my beef lamb gyro of the Iron Claw was they never did 2. 2 would have been cool.
Oh my God, they would have crushed the head. Yeah.
Yeah, just they grab the head on either side and like just that'd be great.
Hey, if you're listening, AEW, have a man with hands so strong he literally crushes another man's skull and that man dies.
Yeah, that would be
pretty funny bit.
Pretty
for a
awesome.
TV show.
There was an old show, I think it was called Eagle Heart or something on Adult Swim, and he had like a punch that if he did it, it would blow the person up. And he talked about it the whole show, and then he actually does it, and the dude just explodes, and there's like blood everywhere. It's a crazy.
Is it a Chris O'Donnell show?
I think so. Chris O'Donnell.
Is it a different Chris? Chris Evans?
Not Chris Evans. No, not Chris Evans. I forget his name. Like he's been in a lot of stuff.
The guy in Cabin Boy, right?
I've never seen that.
He's like on the mic in The Abyss. He's like, "Oh, hey, how's it going down there?"
I think that is him. Yeah,
that's Chris O'Donnell.
Also in Osmosis Jones.
Wait, is Chris O'Donnell the guy who played Robin in the weird Batman?
Oh, maybe. Yeah. Wait, I think that's it.
Chris.
Shit, I can't remember his name. He's in Schitt's Creek for
if you're listening,
our younger fans.
Tweet at us at Food Court Cast. Let us know which Chris is in the movie. The Abyss and also the TV show Eagle Heart.
Eagle Heart, yeah. I can't remember his name. He's great though. I always like his stuff. Anyway, all that to go back to my Euro. That was a complete departure yet again. But there's a great montage once they get Carrie on board to fight with the three brothers, and it's just so fun and like seeing them beat up those dudes and do like their 3 kicks at once and knock everybody down.
Is that the Tom Sawyer one?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, the music was really nice.
Yes,
I was like, hey, these actually work. These little drops. This is very good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it doesn't. It seems hard because of how often it's done so poorly. But I think part of it is just that, like, every time there's a song, it isn't a whole scene built around the song. Yeah. Like so many movies, it's like 10 or 12 or 14 different songs, and the entire scene is built around that song. Yeah. It's like the horrible James Gunn method. And this one is like, it was the 70s, so songs from the 70s are playing.
Makes sense.
And occasionally it will be like hey, we kicked Tom Sawyer, and then we're lifting weights and we're doing badass stuff, and that's amazing.
I did find it weird when they, on the end credits, it cut to Party Rockers. I was like, this is kind of weird. Yeah. Party Rockers in the house. I was like, okay, I guess this is how we're... That was a bit of a shock to me, but the rest of the music I loved.
Kevin's favorite song, maybe?
No, maybe, yeah. Him and his sons.
Gonna take it.
There we go.
That's a wonderful part. Great job.
Yeah, I love that scene, and just montages. We talked about it before, but I'm glad there's been more montages. They're just fun.
Well-made montages.
Yes, yeah, when they're not. Yeah, like that weird John Wick one. I'm gonna get you. It's like, okay, that's too much. Brutal. Much. The movie had fun stuff, but that was just dumb. I was like, come on.
Man.
Just stop.
It's weird. It's like a thing that I can't imagine I would have ever said around the time of John Wick 2. But it's like, it's over. Quit it.
Yeah.
It's too fucking long.
Yeah. It had great scenes, but a bit much.
Imagine what an incredible 2-hour movie that would have been.
Yeah.
You'd have been like, my brain is fucking melted. Movie's fucking amazing.
Exactly.
I mean, it's still really good.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Some of the craziest shit I've ever seen in a movie. It's awesome. Yeah. The fucking Dragon's Breath thing is incredible.
Yeah, I think 3 is still my favorite. Anyway.
3 is amazing. 2's my favorite. With all due respect.
Ooh, dang.
With all due respect.
Dang. I do like in 2 where they're shooting at each other in the subway with the silencers. It's so crazy.
I have a similar kind of, it's like a Sergio Leone and John Wick movie theory where it's like fistful of dollars in John Wick match up and for a few dollars more in John Wick 2 match up. And I feel like John Wick 2 and for a few dollars more are both like just at the edge of being fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
And 3 of both of them, like Good, the Bad, and the Ugly and John Wick 3 are both incredibly ridiculous.
Yeah, just like wild, bonkers.
Great, but it is just like the director going, oh, I can do anything. And then they do.
There's going to be a homeless man and birds and dogs that fight. Okay, all right.
And then 4 is like, well, okay, this is still good, but Jesus Christ.
Let's wrap it up.
Come on.
Nothing. No. I love the horse chase scene and the
horses.
It's just, there's some, I mean, but then the fourth one had that crazy top-down look of the people getting shot. That was wild. Yeah. So,
this has been a John Wick Minute here on Food Court. Join us next week for one more minute on John Wick.
We should start tallying up every time that we leave the film that we're talking about. It's natural conversation, folks.
I don't think anyone's mad about it.
Nobody's
just like
mad
one
about
guy.
It. Yeah, just one guy. I would love if he just kept coming back.
Yeah, still excruciating.
Yeah, still just so fucking brutal. Why did you do this to me? Why did you force me to watch you for 2 hours?
Sucks. Awful. See you next week.
Yeah, see you guys next week.
I can't wait to watch.
My favorite pod to hate, which we encourage.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Hate listens are exactly the same as love listens.
It's true.
Tweet at us at Food Courtcast. We love when you tweet at us. Listen to us full of hate. Listen to us full of love. Tell a friend that either it is the best thing ever or the worst thing ever, but not anywhere in the middle.
Yeah, no.
Because that will be useless.
Best or worst, pick one.
Yeah.
You decide.
Or just like, it's great, even if it's not the best.
Yeah.
But say it's the worst if you don't like it even a little bit. Because then someone will be like, the worst?
The worst?
I gotta hear this. I gotta hear this.
True. Yeah. Either way, please. Just get that word out there.
Michael?
Yeah?
I believe that we have done a good job of picking the two sides of this movie.
Yes.
Like, it is deeply sad, but also there is a lot of fun. And
Absolutely.
it is they are strange bedfellows. But like there are a lot of moments where like, oh, this is such a cool way to look. Like I was a big wrestling guy in like high school and college. And it's just cool to see it portrayed that way and like kind of portrayed as like, oh, this is a real thing and it's cool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like it's not something done by idiots.
Exactly.
It's people's jobs.
Yeah.
They clock in and they do it.
Go all out. Rock
Sometimes
hard.
they hurt their shoulder.
Oof.
And then once they hurt their shoulder, then somehow they get brain stuff.
Yeah, because of shoulder surgery that goes wrong. Surgery. And that's why you should never get surgery. Just don't ever do it. It's bad.
Ooh. What was your favorite shoulder injury of 2023? Was it the holdovers or Iron Claw?
The holdovers was definitely a funnier injury for sure.
Yeah.
Man, when they reveal Carrie's foot missing, I was like, dang, that's so brutal, dude.
It's just awful.
I just feel horrible for him. All because he chose to go out. Like, it's just these choices, these little things.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, a lot of it is just like, your dad made you so bad.
Yeah.
He did such a bad job that you're not like, oh, I shouldn't go riding a motorcycle really, really fast when I'm drunk.
Yeah.
That would be a bad idea. But if you had a good dad, he would have been like, hey, I love you. You don't have to get really pissed off even when you're happy.
Man.
Being happy shouldn't make you mad.
Isn't that crazy? That's literally all he had to do is be a human to them. At all. And it's not faultless on their side. Like, no one stood up to him. Even though Kevin really wanted to, he just never could because he was so stifled and forced into this box. It's like crazy. Yeah. And like when he is choking his dad, he's just like letting it all out. It's like, cool. Gosh. It was brutal, man.
Sometimes you gotta kill your dad.
Sometimes you gotta nearly kill him. It looked like he may have been it. I don't know if he was in the photo at the end with everybody. Because it kind of looked like the mom and him maybe he's forgiven him. I don't know.
Tweet at us at Food Courtcast. Let us know what's up with the Von Erichs. I would guess Kevin seems like a sweet man. Yeah. I also watched the Dark Side of the Ring episode about this stuff a long time ago. And it's, of course, just the same thing. A bunch of horrible stuff happens.
Yeah.
But it him... I feel like he lives in fucking Hawaii or something. But it's like him very chill, being like, oh yeah, then my brother fucking blew his brains.
Yeah, jeez.
But he's just like, hey, hang loose. So maybe when he's obviously not that about his brothers dying, but in general, he is like,
Well,
I've decided that anger is not a worthwhile option.
I think that is beautiful. That is a dream because I've gotten really good about it, but sometimes I'm still just like, ah!
Yeah.
But it's nice when you can just look at it and go, okay, we don't need to do this.
Yeah. What am I going to do by getting angry?
It's pretty useless emotion most of the time.
I prefer to have a nice big sandwich.
Yes. Anytime you're mad, go eat something. Try it out. You almost always just forget about the thing you're mad.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Unless you if you lose your leg in a horrible motorcycling accident right after you win the NWA championship, you might want to just get some therapy or something like that.
Yeah, get some therapy.
Obviously physical therapy, but also mental therapy. You want to talk to someone?
It's amazing how many people are like, no, I'm just going to physically get myself better. But they don't ever think like, oh, I could also improve my brain. They're like, no, just get bigger. It's like, what?
I mean,
fascinating.
We didn't really know until like 4 years ago that you could improve yourself in any way.
Yeah, it does seem like that.
We only just figured it out. And it's too late.
Yeah.
We found out too late. If we had figured out like 30 years before, we could have like stopped all the things.
Isn't that always the way? It's just like a tad bit too late for you to do anything about it. And you're like, well, fuck.
What am I going to do now? There's already a World War III about to happen. I'm not going to stop World War III.
I know. I really want to, though.
Maybe I can go. Maybe I haven't gone to therapy in like a year. Maybe I should go to therapy and maybe I can stop World War III.
I think we should have a therapist be the third guest host that comes in and and they go, well, no, I see that you were bringing humor to this dark subject. Like, what do you think that mean? Yeah, what does that mean? I don't know, pussy. Get out of my fucking face, loser.
We need to get, by the way, tweet at us at Food Courtcast and share this show so that we can get so famous that we have to do like some kind of monster documentary, but it's us. And the therapist is like, hey guys, how's it going? I was thinking, is it really funny? Why is everything so funny? And you're like, well, I don't know. We just wanted to have a laugh.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm finding it excruciating.
We find out that our one hate listener is our psychotherapist.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
They're actually the one controlling the Matrix. Trinity! It's like that type of thing.
That sounds amazing.
I would, yeah. Anyway.
I watched, speaking of... No, wait, I'll save it.
Save it.
I forgot it. There's an entire segment where we talk about the movies we watched this week.
It's coming, folks. Just hold on.
It's coming. But we can't only say nice things about this movie.
But we can say one last.
Okay, got it. What is it?
I loved how creative a lot of the shots and transitions and things were. Like, there's a beautiful scene where, like, they all fight, but I think they lose somehow, or like they didn't achieve what they wanted, and the three brothers are all... It shows a close-up of all of them on top of each other.
Yeah.
Like the overlay. And they're all like internalizing everything that's happening. And again, just like reinforcing that there's no communication. And then the dad comes in and he's like, I want the other brother to be the world championship, not Kevin, the person who was going for it. And kind of floundered a little bit in his fight with the former champion.
Yes.
Like, I thought that was such a cool shot. I was like, oh, this is so fascinating to see. And I was saying to my friends, it's fascinating how, like, typically the binary of like male female, like males are more outward and females are more inward is like the whole thing. But then it's like the opposite when it comes to like dealing with things. We're like, no, go inside. And they're like, no, we should talk about it. I was like, that's kind of interesting. We flip-flop. Whatever.
Ooh.
We're flip-flops.
Michael, say more about that.
I'd rather not. I know it's supposed to be yes and, but I prefer no but. I think no buts. No but moving on.
No, you could do no and.
No.
But you just go like, no, and I'm really not going to tell you.
Yeah, absolutely. Will not say it.
I will not be saying that.
Nope. Nice try.
No.
Anything else you want to, anywhere else you want to pry?
I guess you want to know everything about the stuff that I... Oh, great. But it can't be all good things.
No, it really can't.
We have to talk some shit about this movie.
Yeah.
And which brings us to a segment called... What is this segment called? These are our low mans. This is the worst part of the movie, Iron Claw.
Yes.
The Iron Claw.
Which is funny because, I mean, I get it because low main. Yeah. Like low point, but I love lo mein. I've probably said this before on the podcast.
Yeah.
Very big fan. I always pick lo mein over rice.
Oh,
always.
Always.
Yeah. Sorry.
I think it's simply a pun.
Yeah.
It's too bad. Hey, we don't have to do it anymore.
Yeah, get rid of it.
Let's get rid of all the segments.
Yeah, let's change the name because we don't meet in a food court anymore. Yeah. Let's just redo the whole
I mean, we did talk about sandwiches, just...
Yes.
So it's essentially still a food court.
True. As long as there's one bit of food spoken about.
I also had some Milka. Have you had Milka? German chocolate?
Oh, yeah.
I had some Erdbeer chocolate.
Yeah.
Is Erdbeer strawberry?
Yeah.
If you are German, tweet at us at Food Courtcast and let me know if Erdbeer is strawberry.
Erdbeer.
Hallo Deutschland, wie geht's?
Wie geht's dir?
Es geht mir gut. That's the Monster Buddies in German. Ich heiße Monster. Ich mache dich tot.
Wow, das ist sehr gut.
Dankeschön.
Ich habe ein Großkopf. I have a big head.
Yeah? Is that what you meant to say?
Yeah.
For what reason? That's beautiful.
I don't know. Just wanted to say.
This has been the Food Court German Hour.
The German Hour.
We talk for one more hour about German.
And now it's time for the Japanese hour.
Domo.
Oishi. Matane. So I like this. So we went to the matinee, and matane in Japanese means see you later. Now, that's exciting.
Now, that's what I call music, volume 69. We watched this movie, and you know what? There were such shitty parts of it.
Oh, they were so bad, I can't even recall a single one of them.
I got one.
Okay, maybe I'll think of one as you say it.
I got one.
Okay.
And this is tough because I guess it's just reality being too crazy or something.
Yeah.
For the most part, I was fine with everything.
Yeah.
I just really liked the movie.
Beautiful.
But there were times when the dad would say something to them, and I was just like, none of them, like, I guess it obviously is believable since they truly lived their lives that way, but it's like so awful that it was difficult for me to believe.
Yeah.
So I was just kind of like, what the fuck is happening? Now, that is maybe not the movie itself's fault. Maybe it's just life itself's fault. But like, there are just times when like Kevin is just like bleeding and he's like, you did pretty good. You did great.
Yeah.
Like that kind of shit. And it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Horrifying.
I just hated him so much.
He is awful. I mean, he's amazing as an actor, but
yes,
holy shit, fuck off! Like some of that stuff,
really horrible.
Just completely ignoring people or what they're saying to him, and just steamroll over it. It's like, whoa.
And I also felt. Now this is once again probably just what happened in real world, but I just, I was just surprised that no one ever said anything.
I know, not a single person.
Like maybe there were more talks in real life, and they just couldn't fit that in or whatever. But
yeah,
especially with like a bunch of big fucking meaty boys.
I know. I'm
surprised no one just went fuck you, Dad. Boom.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe most of them died before they had the chance.
I mean, that's sad, like, but honestly,
still in the process of like getting ready to hate their dad. They're like, I hate you, Dad, but why am I puking up blood? Oh, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I just want to play guitar, but I guess.
Wait, did Carrie shoot himself?
Carrie shot himself in the chest.
Yeah.
And
David also? Or did he take pills?
Well, is David the blonde-haired guy?
No, David's the guitar kid, right? Am I crazy?
I don't know. What's the blonde-haired guy? I've confused them all.
He died in Japan of too much vomiting.
Whew. That's a way to go. I think maybe
a bad way to go out.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I wanted to see that scene, obviously, but like, I do wish maybe that'll be my low main. Like, I wish there was more like shown of him, because we just see him at the wedding, and then the next scene he's just dead off screen.
Yeah,
and I think maybe seeing a little bit of his like decline would have been maybe better. But I mean, I also had that that moment kind of soured by that weird noise, so it was like I didn't get the full weight of it. I was like, oh god, it was a mix of emotions.
This is going to sound weird, but a very similar thing happened in my screening.
Really?
After Carrie's death, there's a trombone player sitting next to me, and he just went, wah, wah. And I was like, this is incredibly inappropriate. How dare you? How dare you? This is a sad movie based on the lives of real sad people.
I was really following you, and you said trombone. I was like, how do you know he's a trombone player?
How is there a trombone player?
Oh, my word, my stars. There were two.
Hitting my nose. Ow, ow.
Yeah, he turns to you and is like pushing you.
Ow.
A trombonist that has a sword on the end of their trombone and they stab people.
That's good.
Yeah, the trombone player. Slayer.
Okay.
The trombone slayer. Wow.
Okay. It's the beginning of Tenet.
Yeah.
Except everyone in the symphony has weapons.
Whoa.
Their instruments turn into weapons. So obviously trombone has like a sword that he can go.
Yes. Violin, arrow.
Oh yeah, that's easy one. Yeah, that's easy one.
Easy.
Maybe like the bass player like smashes the bass and inside there's a hammer or something.
I love it. Yeah,
all the strings are hanging off, and he's like,
that's amazing.
If you're listening, Christopher Nolan, director of Tenet, first of all, put it back in theaters. I never got a chance to see it in theaters, you dirty fuck.
You dirty, dirty fuck.
Follow up. We'd love to do a sequel or a remake. Yeah, we'd love to do a remake where
a prequel.
What happens is that all of the people who play instruments, they have weapons inside of the instrument.
Yes.
Pretty cool.
And
the movie essentially is over.
The clarinet. And they shoot blow darts out.
Oh yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Is the oboe the big one?
Yeah.
Or is that a bassoon?
A bassoon.
Bassoon's got that. It's got like a little.
Yes, the weird.
What is the
loop?
What is the explosive machine where you just like drop it and then you get out of the way?
Oh yeah. Oh, what is that? Mortar?
Mortar. Yeah, it's got a mortar inside of the bassoon.
I love
it.
Like,
this sounds a lot like a kind of Terry Gilliam Monty Python sketch.
It does, but we would do it in a way that was cool.
This is the Crimson Permanent Assurance from Meaning of Life.
Yes, oh my god, I love that movie. So funny,
so good.
The ending of that is one of the best endings of any movie ever.
It's so brilliant.
It's awesome.
Now we got the Meaning of Life. Just be nice to each other, and
He's like, yeah, that's it. Screw off or whatever. I love it. Oh my gosh. I want like a French horn that they put over someone's head and there's blades inside that saw the head off.
Oh, yeah. The blades go...
And then
he spins it.
Yeah, he spins it. The body flies off. He puts the horn back on, blows through it. The head flies out and it kills someone else.
Yes. That's really good.
That'd be cool.
Wait. Orchestra, symphony, what?
Symphony of the Dead.
Oh, that's good.
That's pretty good.
Symphony
for the Dead. Ooh, that might
Symphony for the Dead. Symphony of the Dead.
Yeah, which one do we like better?
Murdvany.
Murdorchestra. Murdorchestra of Death.
Murder of Symphony.
Ooh.
Hey, tweet at us if you have a great idea for our symphony movie where all of the people in the symphony have weapons. Let us know. Tweet at us at Food Forecast. We love to hear about, and we also love seed money. So just send us. We could easily make this movie for
$500 million.
$500 million.
You just got to say the number with confidence, and some people will be like, "Oh yeah, sure."
It would be easy for us to make it for $500 million.
Yeah, easy. We would be sitting back, relaxing on beach chairs. All right. Action.
The cocktail is wonderful.
Let's take that again.
And more.
All right,
get
Denzel's son.
Bass out. We are not putting Denzel's son. We're putting regular Denzel in it.
Yeah,
playing the same character.
Can we put Denzel's son's body, but then deep fake his dad's head onto him?
Ooh. Or we don't even have deep fake. We'll just do Denzel's son will wear the green head. And then we'll of course record Denzel in front of a green screen, and then we can paste it on.
Yeah, and we'll de-age him.
There's no weird AI technology or any shit like that.
Yeah, we're de-aging with makeup on Denzel.
Oh yeah, we're not gonna do fucking bullshit. Yeah.
I would love to see the Equalizer take on every orchestra member. That'd be sick.
I love the Equalizer.
Do you think he'd win?
I forgot about the Equalizer 3. Is that on my list?
The Threequalizer.
I think it's on my list. The Equalizer 3 is fucking good. Did you ever see it?
No, I never got to. I've never seen a single frame of an Equalizer movie except for trailers.
Dude, it's like this.
Oh, so first good, second
first really good. Second is also good, but maybe not quite as good as the first one.
And the
third one is like, what if we go out on a high note? We do everything that these movies are good for.
Yes.
And Denzel's just like, I'm gonna stab you with a gun in the head. That kid's just awesome.
I'm gonna stab you with a gun.
He stabbed someone with a gun in the head. Okay,
that's amazing.
We got to talk about this movie, Iron Claw.
I loved it. I can't think of anything bad other than maybe what I brought up, and that's
very difficult.
Yeah,
to say bad things about it because I thought it was
great,
pretty awesome. If not in my top 10 movies of 2023, at least close.
Yeah,
certainly around one of the best movies I saw this year. And definitely one of the great tearjerkers of the year. If you're looking simply for something for your tearjerker list, this is a good one.
This was the year of crying. I cried so much in Godzilla -1.
Yes.
In Moonflower Killer Time, whatever it's called. And
Moonflower Killer Time. That's a good name too.
Hey, I bought it so easy. This is Moonflower Killer Time. Okay. Thanks for telling me.
Like, for some reason, Scorsese, for his actual last movie, decides to do a weird anime.
Yeah. For some reason.
Moonflower Killer Time.
That would be amazing to see an anime.
My name is Moonflower Killer Time.
Sing, sing. Prepare to die.
Oh, no.
They always do that.
Then we get Robert Pattinson to be
Yes.
the Heron once again.
Mahito! Hey, how's it going? Your presence has been requested.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. It's like a black kid. Okay. Mahito, where you going, Mahito? I gotta go hang out with this bird. It's a different movie.
Just do a race switch of the whole movie.
Yeah, yeah, they could have been more black people, let's be honest.
Yeah. That would be amazing if they were just, for some reason, in 1947 Japan, or was it it was probably 43 or something?
Yeah, something like that.
There's just a bunch of black guys.
It all happens at the same time as Godzilla -1. Like, all of this stuff.
What if the old ladies were just tiny black guys?
I asked myself that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, hey, you got any cigarettes? Mahito!
They got tuna? I can't believe they got tuna.
And in the morning, I'm making waffles.
We've gone too far. We can all admit it. There should not be a race switch of the boy and the Heron.
No.
But
double.
I run out of things to say about the movie because it's just good, and I don't have anything bad to say.
I had no problems with it, to be completely frank.
You know what?
Mm-hmm.
I have other things to say about other movies, which brings us to a segment called Panda Express presents. Express yourself about the movies you watched this week. Play the song.
Ding 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 bang bang bang. It's time for this Panda Express ding ding because we got some things to express about the things we watched ding ding this week. We're not gonna little guitar on the end.
Did you watch any movies this morning?
Yes, I have watched a couple films that I would like to share with you. First, we watched this insane throwback, Dana Carvey's Master of Disguise. Woo!
Wow.
What a ride. It is crazy. I kind of can't believe it ever was made. And it has a couple bits that still work, surprisingly. But there's a lot where you're just like, oh, God.
Really awful shit.
It makes you think about humor a lot. And you go, man, this shit does not have staying power sometimes. It's just like,
I don't think that had any power at the beginning, right? It was sort of universally hated at the time, right?
Yeah. I saw it as a kid, and, kids were just so, dumb.
Yeah.
I was like, that was weird.
Yes.
But even as a kid, there were bits where I was like, that didn't work.
Turtle.
Yeah, turtle. There's one where he's like Al Pacino or something, and it's horrible. I was like,
yeah,
this is bad.
It's weird because I feel like Dana Carvey at that time was like one of my favorite humans. I was like, I'm so excited. There's a whole Dana Carvey movie where he's got outfits.
I know.
But it sucks. You know that that story about finding out about 9/11?
Yes. That is crazy. While he's in the turtle suit.
He's in the turtle suit. Look it up. It was like a rumor that I had read at some point on the internet, and then maybe a year ago, Dana Carvey confirmed it. Yeah, that he found out about 9/11 while he was wearing the turtle suit,
and they didn't have time to take off the prosthetics, so they just left him. Yeah, and they're doing the group prayer, and he's the turtle man. It's wild. I'm like, that is. Wild.
I watched 2 movies. I watched maybe more, but I watched 2 that I remember.
Yes.
Scanners.
Ooh.
Have you seen Scanners?
Never seen it. I've always heard it's good.
It's amazing. And The Thing. Last night I went to our beloved Belcourt Theater and I saw The Thing. And god damn it, it's so good.
Yeah, I bet that was a nice experience.
We talked about it on the podcast, so I don't need to reiterate too much. But this was one of the best times I've ever watched it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I had turned off humanity enough, or I had just ceased to be an adult enough that I was just completely in it.
That's awesome.
But I found it really revolting.
Oh, it's so gross.
It's so disgusting. But usually, you watch it at home, you're kind of grossed out. But like, being in the sound and being in the dripping and the yuck, it's really just awful. It's so disgusting.
Grossest movies ever.
And it's scary.
Yeah. It's like,
really fucking scary.
The idea of any of that, yikes.
But the design is, I've talked to our friend John Burr about this a great deal. And he is often very sad that Carpenter never got to make other movies with such a big budget.
Yeah.
Because it's an incredibly beautiful movie.
Yeah, it's really
there's these shots of them flying around in helicopters through this beautiful landscape. The actual design of all the creatures is just unbelievable.
Unmatched.
Like the most organic looking things that it nearly feels real.
Yeah, it's just
it feels so perfect that you just go, that is, I don't even need to suspend my disbelief because that's just
real. Yeah, there's a creature eating these people.
And it's just like, it was also cool to be around other people because, you watch a movie 10, 15 times in your life. Like, you don't experience it in the way that you did the first time. Exactly. But there were people around who were obviously seeing it for the first time. And like, especially like some of the scenes, like the dog scene, they're freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
They're like, oh! And it is insane.
When I first saw that as a kid, not a kid, but like probably in high school, I was like, I couldn't look at dogs the same for a week. I was like, that is fucked up.
It's so fucked up and it's so sad that it's like the dogs are just getting choked by weird tentacles. And then fucking McMurphy. Wait, McMurphy? Yes.
Something?
McCready. Sorry, that's his name. McCready. Is just blasting him with a shotgun, and you're like, thank God he's blasting him with a shotgun, but also, Jesus, he just shot that dog with a shotgun. Yes.
And then when the thing's like, it's like going up the wall, and then it like shoots that mouth at, and you're like, oh God.
The way I was talking to someone about it. Who was I talking to? Someone. And the way the effects go, like, a few steps past where you expect them to go.
Yes. Oh my God.
Like when it's up against the wall, like you see an eye open.
Ugh.
And then like the skin peels open and like there's like weird gunk in there. Ugh. And then a sort of like flower shaped mouth comes out. And then that spins open and is like a wide mouth with like claws or teeth. And it's just fucking insane.
It's horrifying. It's like, how did they do all this shit?
What a good fucking movie.
Yeah, that has to be one of the best effects things ever. So cool. The part where they're all doing the test with the blood samples, then that guy splits open and like picks up all the like, it was so nasty. I was like,
so good. So gummy.
Yeah, very gummy.
Hilarious movie.
Yeah, very good.
And the audience gave me a gift. Which most audiences at like a rep theater don't give you.
Exactly.
Is that they very rarely laughed at things that weren't funny.
Yeah.
There are like a few times, I think maybe they have had like the diabetes, like Wilford Brimley thing. So occasionally they were laughing at Wilford Brimley when he's not, I mean, he's funny a few times, but he's mostly just serious and talking about how this creature is going to kill us all.
Yeah, exactly.
And not exactly goofing around.
This creature's going to kill us
all. Like there is that one scene where he's like, "Oh, I feel so much better," and there's like a noose next to his head, which is hilarious.
Wild.
But for the most part, they didn't laugh at things that weren't funny, which is such a great deal, especially with horror movies.
Yeah.
Like people, especially, I don't know if it's just like a 20s, when you're in your 20s or something, you're just like, I actually am not scared by things.
Exactly. I mean, that's what everyone's doing. They're like, well, yeah, I actually don't like when things are being enjoyed, or yeah, I don't think that's funny, or yeah, it's like, okay, nobody cares. Just you can think that. Just shut the fuck up.
Yeah. And thank God there weren't too many people who were like, there's really an alien.
Oh, God.
Are you telling me there's really aliens?
Oh, yeah, all right. Oh, I'm
yeah.
so scared of that practical effect. It's like, shut up.
Oh, yeah. You're telling me there's actually an E.T. the extraterrestrial? Whatever.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't believe it. Oh, and he fixes your finger, and also you meld minds, and then such a beautiful and sad, bittersweet story. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Now that is an interesting thing to explore. When your brain gets liquefied and becomes a part of the thing, are you still in there somewhere?
Huh?
Because your brain is a part of it.
Maybe.
That's crazy.
In the computer simulation, which is admittedly basic.
Yeah.
But when the thing grabs other little cells or something,
yes,
they turn all the way red, they turn thing-like, and then they turn back into blue into the creature that it is inhabited.
Yeah.
So maybe.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
I mean, maybe there's a little bit of you left. You're just hanging out in there. Because, at the end, there's still, dogs and, parts of heads in there.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
We're just hanging out. And you're like, wow, this sucks.
Yeah, this sucks. I got morphed into a creature.
I'm not a fucking monster. I used to be a guy.
Exactly. I'm just a dude, man. My face didn't always split open with tentacles shooting out of it.
Bite my friend in the head.
Yeah, I would never bite my friend in the head.
I would never do that.
But that's a great movie. I love it. I watched one of my favorite movies by Wes Anderson before maybe he turned a little not my cup of tea anymore. But Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. One of my favorite movies of all time. I just love it. Still holds
on the list. I've still never seen it.
Classic. One of my favorite scenes. This isn't really a spoiler, but Steve Zissou walks into a cabin. It's completely dark. So when he closes the door, it's just black on him. And he sees two cabin mates that aren't supposed to be sleeping together in the same bed. And he just stands in the dark and he goes, I'm about to blow my lid. And they wake up to him talking to them. And I just love it. It's some of the scenes are just so good. And Willem Dafoe is incredible. And it's such a good, funny German character. He's so funny. I loved it. So yeah, it was awesome.
I also have had a dark period with Bill Murray.
Yes, yeah.
It'd be nice to go back to a simpler time.
Yeah, I think he was pretty good there, and then could have probably just stopped.
It got pretty bad. With all due respect to Bill Murray, who's in a few of my favorite movies.
Yeah, he's great.
Also, I've had enough of it.
I've had enough. It's like orange juice. Seventh cup? I don't think so. I'm good. No more orange juice for me, please. No.
It hurts the acid.
It does.
And also, Bill Murray's a little acidic.
He is. His
humor's a little acidic.
He's a very, speaking of dads, the theme of dads in Iron Claw, the whole thing in Life Aquatic is just this guy who does not want to be a dad having to confront the possibility that he is a dad of this grown man. It's very interesting.
I hate that.
It's really well handled.
I hate when that happens.
I hate it. And Kate Blanchett.
And Kate Blanchett.
Classic. Love anything with Kate Blanchett.
Yeah. Even Tar?
Less so, but it was good. It was good. I just will never watch it again. You know, it's one of those that was well done, but I'm not going to watch that.
No, there's plenty of other movies.
Yeah.
I could watch Scanners 15 more times instead.
Paddington 1 and 2 in a row.
That sounds great.
Ugh.
Michael.
Yeah.
It's been such a pleasure podcasting with you. I have to say it.
Yes.
And I also regret to inform you, we've reached the end of this episode.
No! Well.
But we'll see you again next week, and we'll see you again next week. We do this every week. Tweet at us at Food Court Cast. Give us 5 stars on your apps. Write us a nice review. Tell your friends. Subscribe on various apps.
All the ones.
And it's so nice to podcast for you. And it's Michael, it's so nice to podcast with you.
Yes, of course. This is lovely.
On behalf of Michael Hampton, I'm Sean Parrott saying to you, bon appetit.